Top of the day to you. Sorry, the clock is hearing wrong, not because somebody didn't set it, daylight saving times over the weekend, but when they did reset it, they set it like 20 seconds back. Yeah. When the intro hit, it was 2:04 and 30 seconds in here. I was like, why is he turning my microphone on already? Not ready to go yet. It's Monday. What the heck? Welcome to the broadcast. This is the JR Show. I am your host, JR Flores. You're listening to Current Radio. Check us out online at currentradio.com. You can download the Current Radio app to your smart device. Take us anywhere you go, and also find us streaming on YouTube. That's right. Head over to YouTube, search up Current Radio, subscribe, hit the notification bell, go live with us every single day. We're also on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and X. Just look up Current Radio. I am also out there, JR Flores, or why not JR? Excuse me. I said I wasn't ready, Chris. Man, my throat's all jacked up. I didn't get my water. I walked down the hallway. I was looking at the time. Somebody said it. That was Dawson, huh? I bet you it was Dawson. New kid doesn't know what he's doing right now. That guy doesn't know how to work those kinds of things. No, he does. He wouldn't even know how to begin, much less get it that far. If you didn't set your clocks back this weekend, you too were late to the program, daylight savings time. I got an extra hour of sleep, and I didn't even realize it. Like I woke up and I was still tired. So, were you? What the heck are you doing up at 2:00 in the morning? Ah. The only thing you should have been celebrating on Saturday night, Chris, is, you know. Bitter Phillies fan for one. Congratulations to the Dodgers, the 2025 Dodgers, back-to-back World Series champions. Hasn't happened in 25 years in all of baseball. Great game. Great ball game. Couldn't have been a better game 7. All the drama that was packed into the whole series didn't disappoint in a game 7. I dropped my daughter off around 5:30. 5:45 at her mom's house. So I was watching the beginning of the game, and then I was caught in this middle position where I'm like, okay, where do I go? And then I remembered, oh crap, I got to go by work for a little bit. So I ended up watching the game here by myself. Man, was that something. I'll tell you what. I never stopped believing that we could come back and win. But there was a small piece of me that was like, all right, the Blue Jays might actually get this. What are we going to say on Monday? And then it was in the 9th inning. No. The 8th inning, maybe the bottom of the 8th, right before the Dodgers were going to come up in the 9th. And this was the turning point. And I wish I would have pulled the audio or found the audio, because as soon as the announcers said it, I said, you just did the Ralph Bailey. You just mushed the Blue Jays. They were talking, and again, I don't know if it was the bottom of the 8th or the very, very top of the 9th. And the announcers start going, yeah, they're the unlikely team to win it this year. You know what I mean? They went all the way from last year. They were dead last. And then this year, now to on the verge of winning the World Series here. And it couldn't have happened to a better franchise. They start going into the spiel of how the Blue Jays are about to win this thing. But nobody told them the refrigerator door was closing. Nobody said the Jell-O was jiggling. Nobody said the butter, none of that. But here are the announcers, and I said, oh boy, this is about to change. And sure enough, the unlikely of all unlikely heroes hits a home run. And we're back in it. Tied up. And then the crash in center field between Kike. I mean, that could have ended it right there. Just a great ball game. And then when it was over, because I'm sitting in the office screaming and yelling. Thankfully, nobody was here. I'm screaming and yelling. And I didn't even realize it was over. When the double play happened, I'm sitting there watching it, and I okay, all he's got to do is hit into a double, and it's over. That's it. We just hit into a double play, and we got this. And he pitches and breaks the bat, and it goes up the middle. And even though I was literally just saying all we need is a double play, the double play is happening right before my eyes. Mookie, I'm like, Mookie, just toss the ball. Okay, Mookie, step on the bag. Okay, Mookie, throw it. And then it was the double play, and we're out. And I said, I hesitated for 15 seconds, going, wait a minute. Is it over? Is it really over? It's over. Ah, it's over. Then I immediately text Ralph Bailey and was like, where you at? And I'll give you one guess, Chris, where he was at. Just one. You only need one. Casey's Steakhouse, of course. I didn't get over there. I actually had to finish working because it's hard to work and watch the game at the same time, but there was work to be done. And so I did end up finishing my work and not getting to go out and celebrate. And then I forgot it was also daylight savings times, that I was actually going to get an extra hour of sleep, and I didn't feel it. I woke up Sunday morning and was still tired, and then realized, oh yeah, I got an extra hour of sleep. It didn't matter. Not only did it not matter yesterday, felt all just, I don't like this time of year. I really don't. I enjoy it. At 5 o'clock and there being daylight. This is the part of year where it just gets dark early. Can't play outside. Nothing to do. Wasn't there going to be a law or something that they're going to pass to do away with this? Yeah. Well, I believe California did, and I believe a few other states also did, but we have to wait to get clearance from Congress. Like, Congress has to say, okay, yes, you can do that for some strange, odd reason. And how Arizona got out of it in Hawaii, I don't know. But I don't want to change times anymore either. I wish it was still, what would it be right now? We went back, so it'd be 3. Right? See, I'd be done with the show already. We wouldn't even be sitting in here, Chris. Goodness gracious. You said we have a phone call, 661-842-5376, 661-842, KERN. Who you got? Chris, what's going on, sir? Oh, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. How are you? Yeah? Did you have a good weekend? Did you get a lot of trick-or-treaters on Friday? I lost him. Yeah, now I got you. Sorry. Right. Oh yeah. I'll tell you what, Chris. We were walking around. I have some friends downtown, and that's usually where we go trick or treating at with my daughter. And we were walking around. There's a big group of us that take our kids out that all go to school together. And every single dad that I walked by had their phone in their hand and were watching the game as we were trick or treating.
right when I get over there is when that play happened. The ball went out and it got
stuck under the wall. Yeah, on Friday night.
Yeah, and originally it looked like they scored the run and then
came back as a ground rule double.
Yeah, so that's where I was there when it happened, and the run got taken back. So I go to leave, and Noe's brother's like, "Oh no, you're Mikey Luckstrom.
No, you can't go anywhere. You're not leaving for the rest of the game." Did he invite you back over on Saturday too? Like, Chris, you got to come back, man.
I'm a Mets fan, but I was happy for our Dodgers, and quite honestly, I was kind of happy with the stick at Canada right now with the way they've been doing.
I'm just saying, it's un-American if you weren't rooting for the Dodgers, Chris. I'm just saying.
Anyway, hey, you guys are doing a great job, Chris. I've been trying to catch your program in the mornings, and you're doing a good job as well. So
thank you.
You guys be well.
Thank you, sir. Leg. All right. What's up, buddy? Chris Orr. Yeah, check out the early bird special as well, 7 to 9 a.m. on our sister station, ESPN Bakersfield, 101.1 FM. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. Haters. Haters gonna hate. Both your teams.
We both did. We gave you all the credit in the world, so you guys deserve the win. I just said that the trajectory of baseball now is I hope that every single owner takes this as a message and lesson.
Spend money.
Spend your money.
Spend your money.
Spend the money.
If you like your fans, spend the money.
If you want to win a World Series,
spend the money. And that's the thing is it's everybody complains about that, but the reality is your team could do it too. There's revenue sharing. Y'all have the same amount of dollars to spend.
I say everybody gets contracts 20, 30 years.
It's
Kyle Schwarber with Philly.
Sure. We're still paying Barry Bonds.
We'll pay 145 of it after this.
It's called Barry Bonds Day for a reason. He's still getting paid.
No, that's
Bobby Bonilla Day. That's what it is. Bobby Bonilla Day. Same BB, Barry Bonds, Bobby Bonilla. But yeah, hey, it's fair playing field. We're not doing anything that anybody else couldn't do. You know what I mean?
Not illegal. You didn't just go to Japan and sign the entire Japanese national team, but
hey,
this is what it took.
Anybody could have done it. They just wanted to play for the best team in baseball. That's all.
When somebody comes over with the whole Dominican Republic,
everybody looks good in blue. That's all. Everybody wants to be a Dodger. Everybody wants to be a winner. That's all. No. Ain't no pinstripes up here. Ain't no pinstripes. That's right. That's right. Can we say dynasty? Can we say dynasty? Dynasty. Wait, there was 3 already. 2020. We have 3 in 5 years. What are you talking about? 3 in 5 years. That's not a dynasty. Brady does it, and it's a dynasty. The Dodgers do it. Nah, well, if you get 3 in a row, is that a dynasty? Say it, Chris. Say it. We're a dynasty, baby. You can put an asterisk next to 2020 all you want to, but it's still a championship. 3 in 5 years. That is a dynasty. We're coming back next. They're already talking. I was watching the celebration at Dodger Stadium, which I should have went to. I knew I should have just either popped for the ticket or try to use my media's persuasion to get into the stadium somehow. Called up Mark Langell, Dodger historian. Is he? Do you got Ralph's rundown? Is he on today? Of course he's not. My guy's still in recovery. Mr. George. Yeah, Mark Langer, Dodger, longtime Dodger historian, a guest not regularly, but a lot on Ralph's show. I've got to know Mark over the years. Actually met him at Dodger Stadium one time, went up there and said, "Hey, I'm in the stadium. What's up, dude? I want to say hey," and got to meet him. But I should have hit him up and just said, "Hey, dude, can you get me in? Can you sneak me in somehow? Can you give me a media pass of some sort of way?" I knew I should have went down there. But yeah, that's all they were talking about. Every single player to a T came up. And what was Mookie Betts said? 3-peat never sounds so sweet. That's right, baby. 3 in a row. You could say it tomorrow on the air if you want to give us love tomorrow morning, Chris. There's still an opportunity. You can take all the bad stuff away you said about us, and you can still say, Tomorrow you could wake up tomorrow and listen to the early bird special and hear Chris say, yes, the Dodgers are a dynasty. He's a Phillies fan, and his co-host there is a Mariners fan, and well, there can only be one. And for 2 years in a row, it's been the Dodgers. I don't want to play Randy Newman coming back because I know Ralph's going to play that a whole bunch.
Y'all get it once.
I want some LA themed songs though. Let me see if I can think of something. Okay. Got to get to a break. On the other side, there's plenty more to talk about besides the Dodgers. I'll tell you something I did learn on Halloween. Has to do with what we were talking about on Friday. Should Christians be celebrating Halloween? I'll tell you one way he did it. The Foo Fighters are in town tonight.
I'm still salty.
And I am very salty. I'll tell you about my experience trying to get tickets yesterday, as Chris and I should have been in the show. Should have been in. Tell you what happened. And what in the world is going on at CSUB? And how come nobody is talking about it? Well, we'll attempt to here on the JR Show. It's Kern Radio. We'll be right back. What is DST? I wrote down DST and I can't figure out what DST is. I wrote down DST and I don't know what it means. DST.
Right here at News Talk 96.1 and streaming live on the World Wide Web at turnradio.com.
First Look with Scott Cox, 6 to 9 a.m.
I wrote down DST and I don't know what it means. I wrote down Halloween, Dodgers, DST, Foo Fighters. If anybody can figure out what DST means, I will give you a pair of tickets to Megyn Kelly. I do have a pair of tickets to Megyn Kelly to give away though. DST down, don't. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I wrote it down, and when I wrote it down, I go, maybe you might want to actually write down what it means, JR. And I told myself, there's no way you'll forget that. There's no way I'll forget DST.
It's gotta be something local based. I have no idea.
No clue. Daylight savings time. Goodness gracious. I swear I just need to retire right now. I'm 45 and I'm getting just as bad as Ralph Bailey. That's embarrassing. I can't believe it. I hope you guys had a good weekend. It ended way too quick. Way too quick. Oh my gosh. Monday. Did you guys have a good weekend? Did you guys have a lot of trick-or-treaters? I didn't stay home. Typically, I don't because of where my apartment is situated. It's not really conducive to getting a lot of trick-or-treaters, so we did not have a whole bunch of them. Or, well, I wouldn't know because I left. Like I said, we go downtown with our friends. Great time downtown. I'll tell you guys about it here on the other side of the break. Excuse me. Had some lunch today. We're also going to talk about the police detective that's been arrested. Another DUI crash over the weekend. Oh yeah, Jastrow Park celebration happening this week. The ribbon cutting of their $1.1 million renovation just to the stage. That doesn't count the other. Yeah. Plus the city council meeting later this week. What in the world is wrong? Didn't we vote against DST? You down with OPP?
Tax relief advocates.
Oh man.
Weekdays, noon Talk 96.1 and AM 1180. KERN. Now, back to the JR Show.
There you go. No side. We know how to win World Series. Ice Cube was at the celebration today.
I don't think we could say California knows how to win World Series.
Yeah, we
The
do. Angels don't know how to win World Series. How does he do it?
And neither do the A's.
Neither do the A's. Neither do
well, the A's are on the way out, though, so I guess we don't have to.
Yeah, they're not going to be a California
San Francisco
team.
does, though.
When was the last time the Giants won a World Series?
Still one play.
When was the last time?
Still one play.
Don't talk to me about no stinky
we gotta
smellies.
Be fair. We got to be
no,
fair.
we don't.
They've won a couple.
Win. Look it up.
On,
when was the last time? 10 years? 10 years? It was the last time they probably won a championship? Please.
Oh, no, that's football.
It's Giants. Talk to me about the Giants on the day of the Dodgers celebration for the back-to-back World Series.
Last time was 11 years ago.
11, see, over a decade. We don't even count them anymore.
But
what have you done for me lately?
Dynasties. They had 3 in 5 years. Okay, so it's nitpicky now. Even though they won in 2020, they won in 2010, 2012, and 2014.
Okay,
but now we're nitpicking.
No, they'll give them that one.
Okay,
but they didn't get back to back. They didn't get back. They didn't get back to back.
There's not. There's still a dynasty, were they not?
Watch what we do.
By your logic, that means
watch
the Giants
what we do
were
in
a
the next
dynasty
10 years.
before the Dodgers were.
Nah.
Wow.
No, if you're using history, Christopher, the Dodgers are a far bigger and better ball club than the Giants. You can count up the World Series titles if you want to. Talk to me about who was a dynasty first, please. Yeah. Giants only.
I'm just saying.
How many do they have? 4, 5 max.
Giants have.
Yeah, that was the only 3 they've ever won in their whole freaking existence.
I mean, technically, if you go back to their existence prior.
Talk to me about Giants, Dodgers, World Series, back-to-back championship.
If you go all the way back to 1905,
it's
a little bit more. But
seriously, Giants,
just
please, they ain't ever coming back to the World Series. You kidding me? Ever. 661-842-5377. Ice Cube was at the parade or at the Dodger Stadium. He drove his car into the stadium with the trophy in the back seat or in the seat next to him. Ice Cube. I was waiting for Kendrick Lamar to show up. I didn't realize, Chris, until maybe Game 6 that was the whole battle. It was Kendrick Lamar and Drake. I had no clue.
You didn't get the Canada-LA connection?
No. I was waiting for Kendrick to show up today. He never did.
I don't think he cares that much about the Dodgers.
Oh, are you kidding me? He shot the video at the stadium. Please. Your hatred for the Dodgers just runs deep, Chris. You're trying to put your hatred in with Kendrick Lamar. Trying to put your hatred on Kendrick. Goodness gracious.
He's not that much of a fan.
Got to get to a break. It's the JR Show. Go Dodgers! Hear this boy talk to me about the Giants. Kidding me? Sergio, don't tell me you're a Giants fan. Don't tell me you're a Giants fan. Oh, you are a Giants fan, Sergio? Ah, you kill me. Sorry. Chris forgot to plug in the boxes on Friday, so they're dying. So I'm trying to keep us plugged in, situated, and it's a mess back here. Let me clear my throat. I need to go grab something. I'll be right back, y'all.
Police who used to work in special victims and was a K-9 handler is accused of using several social media accounts to coerce a teenage girl to send explicit pictures and videos of herself. Cal State University Bakersfield has announced the resignation of their director of swimming and diving, Eric Bugby. A search for a new coach for the men's and women's program has already begun. I'm Bill Robbins in the KERN newsroom with news every half hour or when it breaks on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
I joined the military for my kid and his mom. I miss my son a lot. One of the things with the military is tobacco, but that's how a lot of people try to deal with mental issues. Everyone's vaping constantly. After my first hit of a vape, I was hooked like that. Once I got back home from my deployment, I caught my son trying to hit my vape. That was it. I had to quit.
Isaiah started vaping to try to deal with stress and quit because of his son. Learn how he and other Californians are rising above big tobacco at undo.org.
There's nothing like when you get that part from eBay and it just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this and get right back to more of this. At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay, things people love. Eligible items only, exclusions apply.
The Ralph Bailey Show, weekdays from 3 till 6 p.m.
Thank goodness a federal judge has stepped in and is forcing the Trump administration to use emergency funds to pay for the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP. But this shutdown will likely end after Tuesday's election. It's all about stupidity. We've got to start paying our TSA people and, most importantly, our air traffic controllers.
On News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. The Charlie Kirk Show, weekdays at 6 p.m. on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. Now, back to the JR Show.
Palm trees are candles in the blue wind. So many nights on the breeze. Even the stars are at ease. And Los Angeles is burning.
Did they burn the town down last night? I mean,
you might as well.
I didn't pay attention. I didn't hear anything too crazy.
LA-based songs, so.
I didn't hear too crazy. Welcome back. It's the JR Show. It's KernRadio.com. Download the Kern Radio app to your smart device. Take us anywhere. On YouTube, just go over to YouTube, search up Kern Radio, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you can come along with us every day. We're also on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and X. Just look up Kern Radio. I am also out there, JR Flores, or why not JR? Do we have anything on the text message board before we move along?
My end, no, we are fair.
I do have some in the chat over here. There's a Giants fan over there that's saying congratulations to the Dodgers. See, that's how you do it, Chris. Even a Giants fan can say, yes, it's a dynasty, and congratulations to the Dodgers. Got two Giants fans in there.
I don't have to bend the knee.
Two Giants fans in there.
I don't have to bend the knee. If they feel like they can bend the knee, go for it. I don't care.
Bitter Phillies fan, table one.
It's definitely a table for one. I can promise you that.
Yeah, because there ain't a bunch of y'all. Not here, anyways. Not here, anyways. What is going on here locally? The city is going to have the ribbon cutting for Jastrow Park this week. It says invitation only right at the top, Chris, and I don't know if that means I'm not supposed to talk about it, but here I go anyways. The city of Bakersfield and its Recs and Parks Department are excited to present the public the newly renovated pavilion at Jastrow Park. We're happy to celebrate the reopening of the pavilion after its $1.1 million renovation, made possible thanks to your tax dollars, that Measure N money that we said would go towards public safety. Now it's going, I could have pinned it as we're building another homeless shelter. Because the homeless people are going to be sleeping on the stage in no time. How is it that, and I'll have to look up how much it costs to build Brundage Lane Navigation Center, but you're going to tell me it costs $1.1 million to renovate a stage? That's not even counting the over $1 million that they spent on the pickleball courts at that same very park. So we're looking at $2 million, over $2 million. Not even counting the shade that they put, all these other amenities, that over $2 million. Probably close to $2.5 million now in going into Jastrow Park. It says invitation only, but then it goes on to say the media and public are invited to celebrate the completion of the project with city officials. You can guess which ones. At a ribbon cutting ceremony on Friday, November 7th. Set to take place at 2 p.m. Ah, what a convenient time. Right during this show. I have an idea. I don't know if they'll allow me to do this. I'll have to talk to management. Oh, wait, I am management. Let's see. If they're doing a ribbon cutting for Jastrow Park's $1 million stage at 2 p.m. on Friday, we should just do the show from the park right there on Friday. I'll do it. As a matter of fact, I'll be the first performer on the new stage. How about that, Chris? We take the show on the road Friday and we do the show live from the ribbon cutting on stage at the $1 million pavilion. We should name it.
The technology.
I just gave it a name, the $1 million pavilion. Can we get some naming rights for that thing since it's costing us so much? Can somebody maybe sponsor it? Dignity Health can jump in or something. That's the Dignity Health Pavilion at Jastrow Park. All right, how about we just call it the Measure N stage at Jastrow Park? Measure N. The PV stage. So if you too would like to go, and this is what they've done. This is what they did. Among the improvements are electrical upgrades, 5 LED light poles, which can be controlled lighting during special events. The stage was also repaired, as were balusters and roof tiles, all totaling $1.1 million. Okay. And what events are we actually going to hold at this pavilion that justifies spending? Look, I'm all about beautifying the community, and I'm all about putting money in and making things look nice and things that we're going to use and be able to, the community benefits from. But at the same time, I also look at my return on investment. And I go, if I'm going to invest in something, what's going to be the return? Besides, we have $1 million stage down at Jastrow Park. What kind of things are we going to do on that stage? They're going to be like a summer concert series or something? Because there's one over at, what park is this in Oleander? Bill Park, I believe, where they also have a stage that they do nothing on. I think there's a community orchestra during the spring that does a couple of concerts. That's about it. Where are you justifying building $1 million stage at a park? Like, am I the only one that's crazy to think that? Somebody please explain it to me in a way that makes it make sense, because that don't make no sense. But if you'd like to go out and enjoy the stage, they'll be there on Friday at 2 p.m. doing their little ribbon cutting, and all the who's who and who wants to be will be there. And unless they let us do the show from live on the stage at 2 p.m. to inaugurate it, basically we'll be the opening act. What better fitting than the JR show to be the first act on the $1 Million Pavilion at Jastrow Park? Heck, we could do the show there every Friday just to make it worth it. I'm sure the audience would enjoy that. Listeners would enjoy that. How long until somebody defaces it? How long until it's vandalized? Anybody want to take a shot in the dark? You want to bet? And I was going to make this a segment. We're going to have it, I can't say sponsored by the Hard Rock, but it's the bet of the week. I bet that pavilion is vandalized by the end of November. That's a stretch because it's a month. I'm giving it a whole month. I'll let you guys put in the over-under on that, but $1 Million Pavilion at Jastrow Park. I don't know for what, but okay. Speaking of the city, they're about to have a meeting this week for the city council in which they'll make an extension for on-site mental health services at the Brundage Lane Navigation Center. That is much needed. That's one of the things I will say yes, and yes, please. I still question whether or not the people or some of the people at Brundage Lane should be in there, but that's a different conversation. They're also extending the 5-year funding for the Bakersfield Kern Regional Homeless Collaborative. That was set forth in 2019, a partnership between the city of Bakersfield and the county of Kern to establish the Bakersfield Kern Regional Homeless Collaborative. And basically, it's all of the providers in town, instead of putting in their own, what did they call them? I forgot what they call them. Grants. Like when you put in for a grant, instead of each individual place putting in for a grant and everybody fighting over the money and saying, no, we want the money. No, we want the money. Now the Kern and Bakersfield Regional Homeless Collaborative comes together and puts in those requests for grant money together, and then they divvy it up amongst themselves to be able to do projects. I heard something, that's just what I heard, and I probably shouldn't say anything, but you know me, I don't care. So I heard some get along and some, what, Chris, don't shake your head at me. I know I heard some get along. What?
Nothing.
I like to stir the pot.
I know.
Okay?
I am very well aware of this.
All I'll say is, if you don't stir the pot, your beans are going to burn. You have to stir the pot, Chris. Slow cook them beans and you stir them. Some play along nicely and some don't. I'll just say that. I won't say who doesn't, who does, and who likes to fight for theirs and doesn't really care about playing along with the others. And I won't tell you who told me that either. I'll just say, another DUI accident over the weekend. My goodness gracious. I don't understand this community and how they don't get it through their thick skulls that you shouldn't drive while under the influence. This one happened in northwest Bakersfield. It has left a man in critical condition. Officers also said the intersection of Hageman and Fruitvale were closed in all directions while the officers investigated the accident. The crash involved two vehicles at around 7 in the morning. 7 in the morning. They found a Mazda Miata and a Mitsubishi Outlander that had crashed in the intersection. The driver of the Miata suffered minor injuries, was taken to a hospital. The driver of the Outlander, a woman, and a juvenile passenger also suffered minor injuries and were taken to the hospital. Another passenger in the Outlander, a man, suffered major injuries as a critical condition. Preliminary investigation determined the driver of the Outlander was traveling eastbound on Hageman, stopped at a red light. When the light turned green, the driver of the Outlander drove into the intersection at the same time as the Miata, which was traveling south on Fruitvale. Officers said speed and intoxication are believed to be factors in the collision. They're not saying which driver they believe was under the influence, but 7 o'clock in the morning. Really? Didn't the kid that crashed over there off of, what was it, Panama on Cottonwood or something like that rear-ended the van, sending the van into the field and injuring a child? Didn't that happen early in the morning too when he was drunk? What are we doing that at 7 o'clock in the morning we're intoxicated? Seriously. What in the... This comes after the Madison Williams case, in which she was found guilty recently of driving under the influence. And I've heard that she faces up to 12 years in jail. Now, while I don't believe that she will get the full extent of the punishment, I believe she should. I don't think she's taken any accountability, nor will she ever take accountability for what happened. I've heard multiple stories and instances and different encounters with her, including the CHP officer that gave her the breathalyzer that night, and things that were said to him. Things that she said weeks after while she was out socializing and drinking. My point is that until we start punishing these people for these acts, for doing these things, we're not going to see a change in Kern County. We're not. We need to start taking drunk driving seriously. We need to start punishing these people, making examples out of these people that decide that they are going to drink and get behind the wheel. You know, it's one thing when your actions only affect yourself. It's a whole nother thing when your actions affect others. And 9 times out of 10, it's not the drunk person that's getting hurt. So I think Chain Cone Clark still has a petition on their website. If you go over to their website, you can find a petition trying to strengthen DUI laws. Not sure where they're at with that, but you can help out and get over there and sign that. We got to get to a break on the other side. Oh, yeah, I got Megyn Kelly tickets to give away.
No one was able to tell you what DST is?
Yeah. Daylight savings time. Big dummy on it. As soon as they say it too, I'm like, of course, that's what of course, daylight savings time. I talked about it.
Well, technically, isn't that not the winner?
Big dummy. Big dummy. JR. Big DST. Write down what it means, JR. Nah, you won't forget. What the heck does DST mean again? My goodness gracious. But yeah, got a pair of Megyn Kelly tickets to give away. Got a pair of tickets all week as Megyn Kelly comes to town. I believe November 20th is the date. It's a Thursday. Tickets still on sale at AXS.com. But listen all week, this week, right here on the JR Show for your chance to win a pair. And then also next week on the Ralph Bailey Show, we'll be giving away pairs as well. So keep it locked on Kern Radio, your chance to win Megyn Kelly tickets all week long. On the other side, we'll ask what the world is going on at Cal State University of Bakersfield. Another coach resigns, lawsuits, all sorts of allegations. Is anybody going to talk about it? Is anybody going to ask the questions? We'll attempt to here. It's the JR Show. It's Current Radio. We'll be right back.
News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
The annual enrollment period for Medicare is here. That means that it is time for you to select your Medicare plan for 2026. This annual enrollment period, choose a name you already trust. Select Kern Family Healthcare Medicare, DSNP, a new option for people who have both Medicare and Medi-Cal. For over 29 years, Kern Family Healthcare has been a trusted name in Medi-Cal. Now, we're here to support your Medicare journey too. Call 1-866-661-3767. Again, that's 1-866-661-3767. Or visit www.kernfamilyhealthcare.com/Medicare to learn more and enroll. Start your Medicare journey with local care you trust. Choose Kern Family Healthcare. Kern Family Healthcare Medicare is an HMO D-SNP plan with a Medicare contract and a contract with the California Medicaid program. Enrollment in Kern Family Healthcare Medicare HMO D-SNP depends on contract renewal.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-1783. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at tra.com or call 800-575-1783. That's 800-575-1783. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Must qualify for enrollment. Results may vary.
Are you looking for a hospital that truly cares for your health and well-being? At Good Samaritan Hospital, they provide high-quality medical detox, psychiatric services, and medical and surgical care. They accept most insurances, including Medi-Cal, Medicare, and Kern Family. They offer Kern County's longest-standing inpatient detox program with dual diagnosis that combines medical care and withdrawal management all under one roof. Learn more at GoodSamaritanHospital.com or call 661-215-7500. Good Samaritan Hospital. They care for their community.
Election day in New York City, Virginia, and New Jersey. What will we have happen? We will break all of it down for you. Our favorite election guru nerd, Ryan Gerdusky, will join us. All that and more. New York City, Virginia, and New Jersey. Head to the polls. We'll be live with you on Election Day tomorrow, Tuesday edition. Clay and Buck. Don't miss it.
Live 9 to noon. News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. The Armstrong and Getty Show. Weekdays noon to 2 on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. Now, back to the JR Show.
Welcome back. It's the JR Show. It's Current Radio. 661-842-5376, 661-842-KERN. Anything on the text board before we get out of here, sir?
Yeah, we got a couple here.
What you got?
Hey, JR,
Yes.
Let's see how long it takes before someone tags it with graffiti and homeless pee smell.
I'm just saying. $1.1 million homeless center right there in the middle of Jastrow Park. What else? What else? It's sad, but it's true. Anything else? Sorry.
This next one just says, how long until the homeless drug addicts steal all the copper wire out of the electrical?
I mean, you guys know, just I don't have to say anything. You go, see? It's not just me. Everybody always goes, JR, why are you so negative, JR? JR, why you always got to point out the bad stuff? I'm just saying. Some people don't like the truth. You can't handle the truth. I'm bilingual, Chris. I'm bilingual. I know 2 languages. English and truth. It's all I speak. 661-842-KERN. What else?
It seems to me that lots of people are drinking away their problems nowadays.
Yeah, well. I can't remember. Well, no, I was going to say, I can't remember the last time I had a drink, but that's not true. That's not true. I think I was watching last Monday. Game 3? Game 3? Game 3?
Yes.
And I think I had a drink during Game 3 on Monday. We're at Casey's Steakhouse. Anything else before we leave for the day?
No, that's it.
That be all. Yeah, I'm just come down because and I'll show you the press release just if you're on YouTube. See right there at the top where it says invitation only. Invitation only. Invitation only to a community park in which we spent community money on something that's supposed to be for the community, but yet right there at the top it says invitation only. Well, this is an invitation to all of my listeners. I'm inviting you on behalf of the JR show, and well, I can't say Kern Radio because they might get mad at me at the bosses, and at least if I just say the JR show, they just associate it with me, and then they get mad at me. Then I'm going to talk to Rogers Brandon, and then Rogers Brandon calls me in and says, JR, you can't do that. And I say, well, I'm sorry, I did it anyways. It's always better to get in trouble after the fact than ask permission, Chris. It's not true.
I've heard that a couple times, but I'm not going to live by that.
It's not. Don't do that. I wouldn't teach my daughter that, so don't do that. Don't do that.
No, always test boundaries, but never go that far.
So the boundary is you guys all come out on Friday. You're invited to the ribbon cutting of our $1.1 million stage or pavilion.
Woohoo. How are they going to stop people from walking up on that? It's an open park, right? Like you can't just close off the park.
I'm just saying. So y'all show up and support. And when they ask you, what are you doing here? Just tell them JR sent you. Just watch their face. It'll be classic. That's happening Friday. What else is happening? The Hard Rock Hotel is a week away. A week away. Next Friday, if I am not mistaken, the doors will be open. The guitar is up. I saw a picture. The guitar has been placed. I shall be out there for the ribbon cutting of that one for sure. And then join us for the grand opening because I'm sure I'm going to be out there for that as well. I want to thank you guys for hanging out on a Monday. Stay tuned. Up next is the Ralph Bailey Show. It is a Monday, so Kathy Abernathy will stop by. Tomorrow is Election Day. If you haven't voted already, you better get it in. I heard them say today is the last day to mail your ballot. Get it in. Vote no on Prop 50. This is the JR Show. Lily, Dad loves you.
This is AM 1180 KERN Green Acres. This is 96.1 FM Bakersfield. Online at KERNradio.com.
All right, you guys, I'm going to go try to sneak into the Foo Fighter show at the Nile. If you know, you know. If you didn't, you didn't. Sad. Go Dodgers.